Okay. Currently I'm testing out if borderless gaming works for Mania. Pretty much it makes full screen it makes borderless full screen. For Mania the effects are the game will no longer pause when you tab out. Which, it's a problem I've had with Mania for a while now. Whenever the game tabs out, the game pauses itself as if to save your previous state, meaning that you'll hear the audio when you tab out. But the game, for instance, you hear the Sega, then you tab back into the game. The Sega logo is starting and there's no Sega sound. The problem I have, but Borderless Gaming fixes it. Borderless Gaming's a freaking amazing software. Because when a game has bad borderless settings, you can just rely on Borderless Gaming to help. I am not sponsored by Borderless Gaming. Definitely. I wish I was sponsored. Come back down, Tails. But some games, when you tab out of them, Borderless Gaming has a specific effect, which, you know, I like the effects, usually. Like, I've been playing SCP Secret Laboratory recently, and, what it does in that game, instead of the game just deciding, oh hey, I'm going to go out of full screen now, and make it so, you know, it doesn't show up, and your colors will glitch on screen for a second, it just stops that, and I love it. Just stops it. I love it way too much. It will probably have a lot of uses for my recordings. I might need to tab out of some recordings, but, you know. But the game will kinda just blank, and there won't be anything on screen. I need to set something up when that happens. I need to like have a bind that sets up a time lapse of me drawing one of the characters for my banner, which will eventually become the channel trademark if I can, you know, make it look good. I'll eventually I'm going to update my channel art to have characters standing. Currently that's not part of my, you know, not part of my thing. Like, you know, characters standing up in different poses. You know, I might change my channel art so the old background is still there, but you have standing characters in the front of it. I need to figure out a good way to make a good channel banner. So I put a lot of work and effort into some of the pieces. Like, I put Spooky from Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion. So pretty much I took a sprite from the game, I looked at it, and I drew over it for a second to see how they attempted to draw the lines. At least, you know, I tried to wrap my head around how they drew the lines, and I was like, oh hey, That's how they did it. And no, it wasn't tracing, it was me using it more as like a reference. Unless you count, you know, me drawing over it for a second, and then like, you know, undoing the lines. You just feel like, yeah, that's probably how they drew it. That's probably how their art style is. Meanwhile, my art style is kinda inconsistent everywhere. Like, if I'm feeling inspired, I can draw something really good and nice looking. But most of the time when I draw something, it's like, if I want to draw something good, I need somebody to be with me. Like when I drew, I think when I drew Spooky and Sonic, I had a couple of friends in the voice chat. One of them was an artist named Loop Mix. He's an amazing fellow. He's an artist and he also makes music. He's an amazing dude. I mean, he can put up with my BS, so at that point he's probably like a freaking alien. Anybody who can put up with me for like multiple years definitely has some superpowers. Or is very patient. I had Loop there to kinda, you know, help me out with it. Like, with Sonic, we were just talking and then he jokingly said, you should use terminal montages Sonic as a reference, and then I realized, oh right, yeah, that's actually a good idea. If I try to draw terminal montages Sonic and, you know, succeed at it, then it'll look good. Because terminal montage, not a lot of people mention this, but the simplistic nature of the drawings of every character makes them really easy to draw. He simplifies them extremely well. Like, surprisingly well. Like, oh my gosh, you made Sonic's design good because, well, not good. Well, you know, you made it less complex. That's what I'm trying to say. Because Sonic has what I like to call Mickey Mouse syndrome, in the sense that there's a certain portion of the body that usually always has to be visible. With Mickey Mouse, it's always the ears. They're always on the top of his head, for instance. They morph. Same goes for, Sonic's quills. They're very hard to draw. Like, you can draw Mickey Mouse, but Sonic's quills kind of falls into that category of they need to be seen. If they're not seen, then the character just doesn't look right. And, well, you know, you want your character to look like who you're drawing, or what you're drawing. Well, this wall, I forget. Terminal montages Sonic is, well, simplified the design well enough for me to draw it. And using it as a base was, well, not as a base, as a reference, was amazing. But people will probably accuse me of it being traced, blah blah blah. I have that worry that somebody's gonna be like, oh, you traced your art, when I didn't. I'm just inconsistent. I'm going to pull out the I have a disability card real fast. Honestly, I can't remember my art style. My art style is inconsistent, yet consistent at the same time. Like, it can adapt extremely fast for, like, a good minute, but then default back to the old art style. It is complete BS. Big eyes? Yeah, sure. Dotted eyes? Yeah. Messing around with different styles is my art style. And I need to learn basic freaking anatomy for my freaking art, because like I have a drawing mannequin. Oh. I have never died to that boss in one of these videos, I think. Okay. Back to what I was saying. I need to learn how to draw anatomy so I can draw characters standing. I have a drawing mannequin, which a drawing mannequin is... Okay, just imagine a small mannequin. That's what a drawing mannequin is, pretty much. It's a posable, small mannequin. The size of a Barbie doll. Oh, about the size of a Barbie doll. And it's suspended with a pole in the middle of it. Well, not in the middle of it. There's a pole at the bottom that keeps it up. I have one literally on top of the piano we have. It's like looking down at me. When I got the thing, I put it on like the top of my computer, and I woke up the next day, went over to it, did my computer, and it was like early in the morning, and it scared the shit out of me because I was like, what? You know, just confused. Like, what is this? Then I remembered, oh right, I have a drawing mannequin. Whenever I draw bodies, I draw them too inconsistent. When I draw bodies, I draw them dead. I couldn't think of a body joke. I meant body joke, I mean just like anything that has the word body in it, so I just defaulted to dead body. I know, very, very poorly planned joke. You know, you don't know what's going to be orbiting around me if I become famous. If there's any controversy. There we go, now that checks out the bodies joke. I mean, it's not space and, like, you know, planets, but... Hey, you know... Don't allow it to pull you down, because... You know, there's not much gravity to the situation. Very poor jokes. I'ma shut up now about freaking bodies. That's why I don't care if I get hit. Like when I draw bodies, like I've tried to learn how to draw bodies so many times, but I can never get it down. Like, my bodies are not like hourglasses, they're like, they're bulky. They're what you would expect from a bulky character type. A bulky character type that is, like, you know, a little bit dumb. Dumb, yet strong. If that makes sense. All bronze, no brains. Like, I've never been able to draw a slim character. My characters are always just bulky looking. And my profile picture on Discord and Steam are drawn by my friends, Antu and Loop. Loop drew my current Discord profile picture, Antu drew the Steam one, which is a mink in a coffee cup. I didn't expect Loop to draw me a profile picture, but he did. Okay. There we go. But they barely know how to draw bodies either. I mean, Loop uses paint.net, which doesn't usually... It doesn't have any mouse settings, pretty much. I'll continue this conversation in the next episode.